Path Media. I was a minimum wage movie theater usher that made good and became a top earner in my network marketing company. Now, after 16 plus years in the profession, I'm finally teaching myself how to leverage the internet with online marketing and social media marketing to continue to grow and expand my business. My name is Ronnie Cruz, and this is Path of the Network Marketer. All right, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about not letting yourself off the hook. That's right, not letting yourself off the hook. If you have a goal, if you have a vision that you've set for yourself, whether it's New Year's or not, right? Like we're well past at this point, we're well past the New Year's resolution conversation, because you can set your goal any time of the year, right? You can set new visions for yourself. The process of I've seen it a lot. So the process of falling off the wagon and the cycle of never fulfilling your goals, right? And never fulfilling your vision. It starts with letting yourself off the hook, right? And going easy on yourself when things get uncomfortable or when things get difficult. And I get it, right? Like, change requires, there's always friction, right? And there's always resistance when it comes to making changes in your life. The person and the thing that's going to be most resistant to that change is you. It's your identity, it's your unconscious patterns. And so it's an uphill battle when you first start to make these changes and as you first try to move towards your new vision and your new goals. What I have observed over the years, and this is natural, this is something that you will continually experience. I observed that when things start to get tough, people let themselves off the hook and like, you know what, it's hard, so I'm just going to go easy on myself today, right? This is a dangerous road to go down. It's a dangerous path because it can lead to letting yourself off the hook over and over again, right? So okay, you let yourself off the hook today of your diet or of your new nutritional plan. Let's not use the word diet. Of your new nutritional plan, you let yourself off the hook today. What happens tomorrow? You know what? Like, yeah, I'm already, I already screwed up yesterday. I'll go easy on myself today. I'll let myself off the hook today. Next thing you know, you've let yourself off the hook for a week straight, and you're no longer on your track to achieving your new health goal, right? Over time, continuing to let yourself off the hook, then you start to buy your own excuses. Right? Oh yeah, you know what? Like it's just hard for me. I love, I love food, or I stress eat. You know what I mean? And you start owning these things. You start owning the reasons why you've left yourself off the hook. And the more you do that, then it starts to really, really solidify. Right? It starts becoming part of your identity. When you affirm all these things, when you affirm the reasons why you've left yourself off the hook, then it becomes part of. It just becomes part of your belief system. And so when the next time you set your goal, then it's going to be that much harder because you have a belief system, you have an identity that owns the excuses, right? As opposed to owning the desire for change. The next step then is, if somebody, like especially with accountability, right? So accountability comes into the equation because you need help, right? Like you need help making changes, especially, I'm using health as an example. Accountability really does help, and having a coach is important, or an accountability group is important to keep you on track. So sometimes you need that external motivation to keep you on track towards your goals. If you've gotten to the point where you've gone easy on yourself and you've bought your own excuses and you've owned and affirmed the reasons why you haven't stayed on track, then the next step is even if you have accountability groups or an accountability partner, you're going to then justify to them why you're off track, right? You're gonna unconsciously, defend those excuses to the individuals and groups that are supposed to help you stay on track and keep you accountable. really, really slippery slope when you go easy on yourself. So be aware of this pattern. Be aware of this mechanism, and raise. Well, yeah, I always talk about raising your awareness around your own patterns. Be really aware about this around this pattern and what parts of life you're going easy on yourself for. Sure, I know we all have bad days. I get it, right? I have days that are more difficult than others, but I don't excuse myself or go easy on myself too many times, because I know that I can slip down a slope where I again start buying my excuses, and then inevitably start defending my excuses once they become part of my identity and belief system, right? So stop letting yourself off the hook. Stop letting yourself off the hook. If you have a bad day, get back on the horse the next day. It doesn't mean that you failed. It doesn't mean that you got to start over, and you lose all the progress that you've made so far. Having one bad day doesn't throw you completely off track, right? It's just one bad day. Dust yourself off, get back on the horse the next day, and continue making progress moving forward. Stop letting yourself off the hook, because that's a track to never making any progress. Okay? So that's my message for today. Hope that makes sense. If you got any questions about this, actually, come join us in our Facebook community. Facebook.com/group/path of the network marketer. I will leave the link in the show notes of this episode. But we have deeper conversations about principles like this, and especially if you need help. If you need help on your journey, the community is designed to be somewhere where you can find support. Right, support on your entrepreneurial journey, on your personal development journey. That's what it's there for. And of course, there's more content there outside of the show, right? So again, it's facebook.com/group/path of the network marketer. Remember, stop letting yourself off the hook. And if you want me as your accountability partner, a great place to do that is through the Path of the Network Marketer Facebook community. The link is in the show notes. Anyways, I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.